Don't make me cry, Brad.
Well, the top side streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a Lake so Stan and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball. We got legs and a guy in a pantsuit. We're making money on YouTube clips, big ticket flips. We got potential to grow. She's in the NBA. What else can I say? You gotta get in the know. Even Washington's inside game. Live talking flag. Why are your standards so low? Those Canadian bacon and friends. Fun never ends. Come on and get on the show. Big hole, big hole, big hole, big hole.
People are freaking out enough. Why not lose my mind? What is happening?
This is the financial advice.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Morning Marketplace. It is Monday. It is 9:02 a.m. and welcome back. It's good to be here. We get a lot of fun stuff to do today. We got some Woj Shams bombs. I know we call it a Woj bomb. What do we call it? A Sham Slam? Sham Slam? That's pretty good. Shams, or Shams. Either way, Sham Slam, Sham Slam. I think those are both excellent choices. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We've got some Series 1 stuff, some other fun things we'll get into. Let's see who's here. We got To The House already giving away some stuff. To The House, we'd love to see it. Blake's here and angry. Sandra, We The People, Mac Attack, Jay Blaze, Borland's in house, Devlar, Jump Shoot, Stubby, Stubbs, Schnapper, Jordan, Martins, The Chunk, Evan Eagle, Courtside, Joke Rock, Chico's here, Fenny in the house. Don't forget to pack extra briefs today. There we go, Fenny. Will's here, Eagle Putt, Mark, the captain, my captain, Anthony Reagan, Eric Fernandez, JT Collections Regulator, David C. Keith's in the house. Who else? Top Shot, Common Man. All right. DJ Local, Andrew Ward, Dickie Chucky, Snoopaloop, Milo's here, Chicago. Who else? John Hickey. What else we got? Brent, Big Ticket. Willis is here. Chris, Airplane Mode, Breakfast Cereals, Yelling Ballers. The only person still yelling ballers in the house, but I respect the commitment to the bit. We're going to start with our little giveaway. To The House sent over an Okoro. So let's just do this. Let's do it now. Let's pump the engagement early. Let's smash the like. You need to subscribe to Team Hold in order to qualify, and then put hashtag Okoro into the chat. And that's how we're going to kick off the day, with a little giveaway. What better way to start the week than winning some free stuff, huh? Satesh in the house. We love to see it. Sham Slam. I think that's good. All right, let's while you guys start pumping in Okoro, let's start with the Woji bomb. And I feel like we need to channel our inner win horse and just be like, why would they do that? Because this I can't figure out I can't figure out why this was leaked and who it was leaked by. So my guess is Brooklyn leaked this information, right? Because I think they're just trying to be like, hey, listen, they offered Jaylen Brown and some picks. Not a chance, bro. The price of business has gone up. That's the only thing I can, and I'm not like super smart, so I'm sure someone else in the chat or on another NBA podcast can let you know what are some of the other reasons this might be happening. But to me, it doesn't make a ton of sense. Because but if you actually read the article, and I think that's the key, guys. Don't just click and retweet, read the stuff. If you actually read the article, I'm going to just read a little segment for you. There are no deals believed to have traction for Durant, and no team has yet to reach the significant threshold that the Nets have set to trade one of the league's most talented players. So, this isn't even close. There's another quote. The Celtics appear no closer to acquiring Durant than others in discussion with the Nets. So that's it. So basically, Brooklyn came out and said, hey, yeah, Jaylen Brown, a bunch of picks, 25, 27, 29, all first round. Come and get it. And Brooklyn's like, yeah, we're not going to do that. So that's it. So to me, this is just Brooklyn letting people know like the price of business has gone up. Um, but I'm still kind of the mindset like if you're not taking that deal, what deal are you taking, right? And the Celtics unprotected picks aren't super sexy to me. And I mean, maybe 2029, but that's a pretty young team that, is now adding Durant. So it's not like all of a sudden that pick is going to be, a top 5 pick unless Tatum is like, get me out of here and Durant retires. So I can understand why they don't want to do that deal. But that's why I mean, Durant's playing in Brooklyn, right? Durant is playing in Brooklyn. I don't see that. I don't see anything going the other way. We the people said, aren't we tired of this KD shit? Well, it's funny. I feel like we haven't heard anything about KD in a while. Except he had a great tweet this morning that I'll let me pull that up real quick. There was a debate. I think our man, what's his name? Draymond Green was rewatching Utah versus the Bulls. And I love the way he did this too, because he said it almost like he said it like you can't compare the eras by comparing the eras. He's like, yeah, we would have actually wiped the floor with the Bulls, and that's why you can't compare eras. And I like get what he was trying to do. But it's so funny. It's so funny. But let me pull up. He had another Durant tweeted about it, which I thought was really funny. Um, it was about Steve Kerr, which I loved. Here we go. Let me see if I can pull this up right now. I think it was his most recent one. Yeah. He said, I can't tell. So the original tweet from Draymond was, I'm watching the 98 Bulls in the Utah finals. I can't help but notice our 2017 team would have beaten these Bulls by a dub and these Jazz by 40. And if they're going to play these brands of, if they're going to play these brands of basketball, and that's why it's dumb to compare eras. And KD said, I can't tell you what the results would be, but I do know that Steve Kerr would have demanded that we put Steve Kerr in as many pick and rolls as possible. I love that tweet. That was really good. That was a great tweet by KD. But anyways, to go back to what we were saying, I'm not, that Celtics deal's not happening, right? Because I don't see the Celtics throwing in, I could see him throwing in Derek White or a Grant Williams or a Pritchard along with Jaylen Brown and a bunch of picks. I don't see Marcus Smart being in there. Or, I mean, I guess you could say, well, they got Brogdon, so maybe Smart can go in there now. I just don't see it. I don't see it. So it felt a little, as we the people said, a little engagement farmy. I just like, yeah, Fernand. I know Jack taking a victory lap on that was so funny too. I just don't see it. I don't see it making sense for the Celtics, and I don't see it making like if you are giving up Jaylen Brown, Smart, and a bunch of picks, is that a championship team? I guess you're just saying KD, Durant, Al, Robert Williams. I guess maybe it still is. You're just relying on Brogdon to be very healthy, right? Kind of puts them in the same situation they were in last year. Obviously, a better situation. I mean, it is an upgrade going from Brown to KD, but they're not going to be able to go to the bench, right? They lose their depth almost immediately if you take out Jaylen and Marcus. But yeah, I don't know. What did I say? KD and Durant? I'm sorry, Tatum. I must have meant Tatum in there. My bad. And yeah, I agree. You can't rely on Brogdon to be healthy. So I don't think anything's coming of this. I think this just means that KD's still going to play for the Nets next year. I mean, and here's the other thing. Like, why? Like, Brooklyn, I mean, I guess Brooklyn is just trying to raise the stakes so high that they're like, yeah, if you give us a Godfather offer, we'll do it. But otherwise, we just roll out KD, Ben Simmons, and Kyrie, because they're all going to be there, right? The Lakers aren't getting Kyrie. Sorry to burst everyone's bubbles, but that's not. Oh, and by everyone, I just mean Lakers fans. It's not happening. And I think if you just like talk about where Brooklyn is going to be a good team. I actually, I had 2 cold brews on Saturday morning and felt insane, and ended up going down a little rabbit hole myself of playing a little. Let's pick stuff way too early before even things go down. So let me see. I ranked out. Here we go. So I started with the Western Conference here. I started with the Western Conference. This is regular season. How I think it plays out. So Warriors, Nuggets, Clippers, Suns, Wolves, Mavs, Grizz, Blazers, Pels, Lakers. That's what I had for my top 10. And listen, I can already feel the Memphis fans getting angry. I get it. If you told me Memphis ended up being 4, sure, I'm in. I just was like looking around, and every single team in the West besides the Lakers and the Grizzlies got better, right? Like the Warriors got better. Sure, they lost Peyton and Porter Jr., but but they were able to retain Looney. Their Moody, who looked like Michael Jordan at Summer League, is going to be a little bit better. Kuminga's going to be a little bit better. Wiseman's healthy, we think. They also added Dante DiVincenzo. So I just think the Warriors are going to be good. Nuggets, if this is a big if, but this is me saying that Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray are there for all 82 games. I think they're going to win a shit ton of regular season games. I don't know what that means in the playoffs. This is again just regular season. And then the Clippers, all of a sudden maybe the deepest team in the NBA, right? Because they made all those weird moves at the end of last year because they didn't really have a first round pick, right? And all of a sudden, we've got Norman Powell, Robert Covington, Marcus Morris, Reggie Jackson, Terrence Mann. Like those are like five guys. Nice, five guys. Those are like five guys that play good basketball, and that's before we add Kawhi and Paul George back to the mix, assuming they're healthy. And then you also throw in John Wall. Who knows what you get from him? Probably nothing, but who knows? Suns, whatever. Like I feel like the Suns are going to rest CP3 a little bit more this year. Like they've already won 60 plus games and they saw where that got them. So I think they're probably retooled and healthy for the playoffs. That's more important to them. The Wolves, Wolves could finish anywhere, honestly, anywhere from like 2 to 10. I think Zubats. I forgot my man Zubats. But the Wolves bring, they've got a strong 5 now. Mavericks, I put 6. I don't know where the Mavericks going to land. If Luka goes MVP God mode and Christian Wood is able to, keep his brain in the game, I could see them finishing anywhere again between 4 and 8. Grizzlies, I already talked about the Grizzlies. And then Blazers, I like the Blazers only because I think Dame is going to average 40 this year. I think Dame, I'm a sucker for reading those offseason reports. We're like, yeah, dude, Dame is angry. Dame is in shape. Dame, this is the best basketball he's going to ever play in his life. So I'm just going to be on the Dame train. I feel like comeback player of the year, maybe. No, I'm going to put what we got to look at his MVP numbers. And then the Pels right there. The Pels could finish ahead of the Blazers and the Grizzlies. Who knows, right? If Zion's healthy, all of a sudden, crazy dangerous team. And then I put the Lakers at 10. Honestly, the Lakers are only going to finish 10 because everyone else below them is going to try to lose. Although I could see the Kings sneaking in there. I could see the Kangs being 10 over the Lakers, but it all depends on health. But people are like, yeah, but a healthy AD. Okay, we've seen that once. And then over down in the Eastern Conference, I went Bucks, the regular season champs, Celtics, Sixers in the 3 seed. And then Nets, I put 4 with KD and Kyrie both being there, right? I think, I don't know. I think the Nets are going to be good. And then I have the Heat, Raptors, Hawks. Man, I did not know what to do with the Hawks. Bulls in the 8, Knicks, even if they get Donovan, and then Cavs at 10. The East is weird, man. The East is a little deep because I feel like the Magic are going to be good. I feel like the Magic are going to be a good team this year. Yeah, okay, Joseph's saying Mavs are too high. They got worse for sure. Yeah, but you're also just trying to get me to move the Pels up, Joseph. I did not forget, okay? I did not forget what you're trying to do over here. Yeah, the Knicks conversation is hilarious. Everyone's like, yeah, dude, but if they get Donovan Mitchell, man, they're going to roll out Donovan, RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson, and they're going to win 48 games. I'm out. I'm out on the Knicks. I'm sorry, guys. And that's not even Boston bias. Mark says playing Team Orlando. I'm so excited for this year. Dude, Mark, I agree with you, man. I think Orlando has a shot at that 10 seed. I was listening to the Athletic podcast. I think it was Andrew Shrellick. I think I butchered his last name, so I apologize. I think they were talking about how like their defensive rating last year for the second half of the season was like off the charts. And now you're adding, even though Banchero's not like a super offensive, defensive juggernaut, like being paired up in that lineup in the way that they're going to be paired up, that between what he adds offensively and what they already do defensively and how much better they were with Fultz. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it. We the people says Trey looked like dog shit. You're talking about the Drew League, right? You're talking about the Drew League. Yeah, him and Collins got smoked. Keep sleeping on the Heat. Aren't done with their roster moves for a new power forward. Stan, yeah, I agree. This is just based on the information I have right now. But when you look at all of the teams ahead of them, right? The Bucks get better because Chris Middleton's back. They also re-signed all the pieces they needed to re-sign. They made a couple of good moves. The Sixers definitely got better. The Celtics got better. The Nets, if all of pieces are there, they got better. I just think everybody else got better, and the Heat haven't done anything yet. So maybe the Heat make a move and they do get better, but as currently constructed, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Mark said, listen to that and the low post, but had magic features this past week. I know, right? Yeah. I saw it. Was it Kevin Clark from The Ringer, I think, came on and talked about it. He was excited. Where's my top 10 Victor odds for regular season? Victor. I see. Pacers are in there, man. Pacers are in there. Although John Dubb, I listened to Tandy yesterday because he had J.E. Skeets from No Dunks on there. And one of the first players Skeets talked about like making a leap this year and might be like a good NBA Top Shot grab. Not financial advice, was Tyrese Halliburton. I thought that was, I like that because I think he said he averaged like a double when he got to Indiana. It was like 17 and 10 or something like that. But yeah, I don't know that who plays off ball between Donovan, Randall, RJ, and Brunson. I know, right? Might as well throw in another ball handler in there too. Just get all five in there. Need a regular season Randall drop. You're absolutely right, guys. Sleeping on the drops this morning, Monday morning energy. You know, I spent too much time on the thumbnail. I forgot to be ready for my drops.
Regular season Randall.
So there we go. That's like our hoops news up the top. I know it's been kind of quiet in the NBA streets the last couple of weeks, so we had to drum up our own thing, and then we get a sham slam and a Woj bomb this morning. I'm gonna go on record though. That Celtics deal is not happening. That's unless the only way that Celtics deal happens is if Brooklyn really just, because this is the thing, right? If Durant starts getting feisty and is like, get me out of Brooklyn, I don't think that's happening right now. I don't think he's like at that level of like, get me the hell out of here. If that does happen, then I could see them going back to this deal that's now Jaylen Brown and some picks to make that happen. But it's not going to get better than that. What's so insane is that like what Minnesota offered for Rudy Gobert is just far greater than what the Nets are going to get for KD. Also, look at Tandy. Tandy heard the shout out. He's like, here I am, boys. But seriously, check out that was Tandy's been killing it with content lately. He had Mets on, who I think he held at gunpoint to give me a compliment. And then the show with Skeets yesterday was really good. Definitely, I love that type of content too, where it's like trying to take the actual game of basketball and tying it into Top Shot is good stuff. Neil Diamond Hands, good to see you, sir. Says best case scenario for Knicks next season. Another viral side talk video. Absolutely. This is not a Barstool shirt, wet like I'm booked. Let me tell you that right now. I've never supported Barstool. I'm not going to start that now. This was, I forget where I got it from, but it was not Barstool. Nerdbird. Let's go, Nerdbird. Good to see you. Yeah, Westbrook isn't going anywhere either. That's the truth. That is the absolute truth. Westbrook is stuck in hell. It's almost to the point where I'm feeling bad for Westbrook. I'm not there yet. As we start to pivot to our next conversation, here we go. Hashtag Okoro. Our man to the house donated a moment. So, excuse me, like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag Okoro into the chat. Forchi Main into the streets. Yeah. Ghostface Drill says Matt saying he was surprised you weren't a douche. Yeah, I mean, that's to be fair. I've done nothing but for those of you guys that don't know, I think Mets has changed though. He had a run on Twitter that was alarming in the way that he was interacting with some Dapper employees. And I do think if you asked him that, he would agree that he's no longer that contentious on there. But there was a AMA that happened with Allen, and he asked like 40 questions in a row, and that is why Top Shot Tony was created. And so I get why he thinks that I would have been a douche, But now, hey, listen, if he's listening, I just want you to say, I just want to say, Tony has evolved. So Tony's no longer about that. Tony's evolved. Mike, if you want to dissect the judge handshake sometime, I can send over the video. Tandy, I'll come on your show and do it. We'll break it down. All right, so there was a little hubbub this morning, on Twitter and in the what's it called, in the Discord, that people were mad about a tweet that went out last night from our GM. And I'm just going to preface this by saying I'm not that mad. It's not moving the needle for me. But here, I'll fire up the tweet. It ended up getting deleted, so I guess there's some merit to it not being a great tweet. But I don't know. It's not moving the needle for me. So can you guys read that? Yeah. So last night at 8:06 p.m. But who knows what time zone this is, because this is a screenshot. Because I was asleep I was asleep, baby. Maybe it was at 11. I don't know. Market cap almost at 100 million in a month. MR 100. My 14% in the last 14 days. Couldn't get the month view because it was taking too long. Gonna try to beat the time to the next 100 million. Oh, there we go. People learning for the first time that is the origin story. Yeah. It's weird. It didn't get announced this weekend at Comic-Con, and I texted Dustin about it. I thought for sure we were going to get a 12-part miniseries on Disney Plus. But anyways, back to this tweet. I get that you're like, and Blake was the one driving force on my Twitter anyways about it, saying, why would she tweet this? And so this is the point, right? Only down 80% now. Thanks, Top Shot. Like, I get that. You probably don't want the GM tweeting about that, right? That's probably not. I don't know. This is my stance on victory laps. Let other people give you the victory laps. You don't need to give them yourself. They're far more earned when other people are like, you know what's been sick? The leadership over here. Or like, I don't know. It's better if I come out and be like, man, my content is fire. And you're like, well, Mike, you're biased. But if other people are like, Mike, content's been fired, man. I think that's, that it goes a lot longer. So I totally get that. I totally get that aspect of it. But guys, I got to tell you, and this is surprising, right? Because no one likes to light a tiki torch quite like me, except for the people in Virginia. This doesn't move the needle for me. I don't know. I think like there's been a lot of positive stuff, a lot of positive momentum. And like, you know what? Maybe it's, hey, dude, there we go. There we go. Victory lap. See, that's all you got to do. And then you just retweet that. There we go. See, thank you, Tandy. Let's go. Let's keep it. See, that's how it works. That's how it works. But this doesn't really move the needle. I don't think we need to get. We could be like, hey, that tweet wasn't great. I don't know if we need to. I don't think we all have to add her and tell her the tweet was bad. She deleted the tweet. It was a bad tweet. And honestly, we'll probably get a tweet from her today that's like, yeah, that tweet sucked. My bad, guys. So, and I know maybe you're just like, dude, you met her in person. You're soft now. And maybe that is true. Maybe that is true. But I just don't. I don't know, man. It's like, come see, come saw. I don't know. I'm not there. Do you expect to get French this morning? Fuck Rudy Gobert though. There we go. Your nose is perfect. Thank you, breakfast cereals. Thank you. But I will say I don't want other people getting flowers in this chat. Okay, so listen, I'm all for you guys giving me W's. We start giving W's to TST, I'm blocking everybody. Anyways, that's where I landed on that. I don't think it's a huge deal. I think we're still moving at like a good pace. We can say that tweet was not the best. I don't think it's like, again, I don't think we need to light anything up. But that's just me saying that. If you disagree, go for it. I just will say though, listen, if you want to light them up on Twitter, you can do it without being a dickhead. You can do it without being a dickhead. You don't have to be a dickhead. You can do it nicely. There's ways to do it nicely or less dickheady is all I'm saying. I don't know what you said. I only speak freedom. There we go. Freedom fries, baby. Freedom fries. We will now be renegotiating me hosting while you're gone. Yeah, Coast-Face Drill, I think this should be the takeaway from this. If that is the thing people are getting mad about Top Shot now, there's progress has been made. We're moving in a good direction. And that is a beautiful pivot. That is a beautiful pivot because I wanted to talk about something else this morning. As you saw by that sick-ass thumbnail. You want a new mental health? Oh, you're saying we should clip a new mental health check? Well, whatever. We're going to do one right now so that way I can pull up this next thing. But I'm just not going to do it, guys. And it feels good to not cave to the chat because I am the boss. Like I said earlier, I'm in charge today. I am in charge. You can't tell me what to do. There we go. JP, write that down. Less dickheady, okay? Put that in the Bible. I think there's a way to do it, guys. Although I think people would probably make an argument that even when I am trying to be less dickheady, I am not. All right, here we go. I thought this was pretty big news. They did this was this Thursday? When did this come out? No, this must have been Friday. This is 7/20. This came out on 7/20. Have we been voting on it for that long and I didn't talk about it? Is that right? This came out on Wednesday. No, this didn't come out on Wednesday. Oh, guys, we're back. We're back. Here we go. Let's figure it out. Looks like all right, nakedhd.xyz says, looks like we found you a girl. Okay. For me specifically, is it for everybody in the chat? Is it for everybody in the chat? So we got heart emojis. Okay, so we fell in love quickly. But then it got wet. I fell so in love it was wet. And then I was crazy at the end. I did go crazy at the end. But the story doesn't end there, because then it was like, we did it. We did it. We did it. And then is this thumbs up or is this a thumb in the butt? You know, you never know. But then we go back and it's like, listen, this is long distance. So I love you. Let me write you a letter. And the thing that I like about the girl that they found me is it's not, it's more of an old school love. You know what I'm saying? It's not, we're not texting each other. We're not sending emails. This is like physical mail. We are essentially pen pals. And then we hearts again. We're in love. And then we had such a good time with the thumb thing the first time. Now we're doing it to ourselves. Now we're doing it to ourselves because we are long distance. And then, oh man, check mark, we did it. And then I got really hot. And then it was just love. It was just love after that. Pretty good. That was pretty good. I still think they could do a better job. Like, I want to know, like, because clearly this is a bot, right? Like, is it programmed to, like, this one right here? That was in the program to, like, oh, we should send 3 check marks and a thumb. I don't know. It feels like they could do better. All right, definitely butt. We're getting agreement that it's butt. All right, that's good. Always butt when it comes to love. I agree. It's too damn early for sex spam. Let me finish my coffee first. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is, I don't know. I want to, someone who writes bots, honestly, hey, sex bot, if you're listening, whoever created you, if you want to come onto the show sometime, I'd love to talk about your process. Because it's like they've never, I don't know, whatever. All right, let's go back to the Discord. All right, so also, did this, I know I got sidetracked by sexual stuff. Did that really come out on Wednesday, that the series 1 stuff? I thought that came out on Friday. I feel like that's odd that I would not have talked about it. Did you guys mess with the dates, or was this like a scheduled? Can anyone confirm that? I did not think this went out on July 20th. I can't imagine I did like a bunch of shows and have not, like, we would have talked about this on Shot Tank. This makes me think, was this like a scheduled thing that just they decided not to send out on time? I'm so confused. Somebody tell me. Unless I'm not making sense right now. Anyways, let's look at this. Okay, so they're talking to, did someone tell me in the chat if you can remember? Let's look at the 2 options, right? So the future of Series 1 moments is in your hands. 2 options below. Continue offering 500 Series 1 reserve packs with 4 guaranteed Series 1 moments once per month for 350 trade tickets. Option B, begin offering locker packs with a chance at pulling a Series 1 moment available on demand until sold out for 4 trade tickets. All right, option A is 334. And option B is over 3,000. So we've got like a 10-1 lead happening right here on this. So let's talk about it. It happened on the 22nd. You're right. Post. Okay. It must have been like a scheduled thing that just went out later. All right. I want to hear from the people who selected option A, why you wanted option A. And here's the only take that I'll accept for this. Here's the only take that I would, not that I would accept. Here's the only take that makes sense for me. If you were like, hey, you told us this was the way. These were the rules for how Series 1 moments were going to be brought into the ecosystem. And then you changed it 8 months later, right? Why are you changing the rules after they've been assigned? I'll hear that, right? Because that's similar to what the issue we had with collector score to top shot score. I think there are some differences here, because I think the biggest issue with that, right, is you're like, well, what about the people that collected 350 trade tickets for this? Well, you're way overpaying right now, right? That was the complaint that we were having with these Series 1 drops, is that you were paying, say, each trade ticket is worth $2. Now it's worth $3, by the way. Now it's hard to get a $2 trade ticket. So if it's worth $3, 350 times 3 is what? 1050? Is that right? Is that 1050? So now you're paying 1050 for a pack that's probably going to be worth 400. depending on how series 1 moves, right? And so I just don't like that. I don't like that. That feels like an overpay. So I like the idea of coming back the other way. Um the other thing the other thing that like it's as easy as deleting a tweet. Well done, Bobby. But the other thing around that is that the biggest complaint that people had about they were like, well, of course I'm still going to line up for the series 1 drop. What else am I going to do with the tickets? Well, now there's lots of other ways to use your tickets. I mean, they're all related around pack drops, but there's still more of them, right? So, I don't know. I think of those two options, option B makes way more sense to me. That makes way more sense to me. Um, what I would have loved is if they were like, well, you're going to keep doing it the way we're doing it, but it's 150 trade tickets now, or it's 200 trade tickets now. Like, at least acknowledge that it doesn't make sense to 350 to pay 350 trade tickets. So I don't think this is as clear cut as what collector score to top shot score was. I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's they're running on parallel lines. But I do understand if you're like, hey, you made the rules, stick to the rules. Um, I don't know. Okay, so Lindsay says I chose A because I like lighting money on fire. That's fair. Noah, I totally agree with you. Noah says they should have been adapting the price of the Series 1 packs from the get-go as their value was declining. Sure, I hear that. I hear that. But I think of the two option that were given, of the two options that were given, I like option B more personally. Um, that's just me. And the other thing, DJ Local said we need a base pack drop. Oh, like a Series 3 base pack drop. Okay, yeah. I also don't. What if you like just did? I don't know. Forget it. I'm not going to throw out ideas. I was just thinking like, hey, we're having a Series 1 drop where you get, um, it's going to be trade ticket based. We find a number that we feel good about, and it's like 4 Series 3 moments and a guaranteed 1 Series 1 moment. But it might be Nemanja Bjelica. Like, you never know. Are those packs separate from the locker room packs with possible hollows and rares? No, it's going to be just. Oh, you mean like could you get a Series 1 and a hollow or a rare? My guess is that it could only be one, but I don't really know. I don't really know. Blake says, thanks, Mike. I've smoked and let it go. She's going to pass this time. Shut up, Blake. Blake, you care. I appreciate that you care. Would have liked them to do some sort of Dutch auction for the remaining packs. Okay. You think the locker packs take more moments out than 300? Ooh, this is a good question, Jay Blaze. Um, yeah, I think they. You think they take out more moments out than 350 trade tickets? It depends, man. There's some sickos out there that are just firing out. That they start firing out. You know what I mean? Like there's some sickos that are like, let's keep going. Like I know there's plenty of people probably in the chat right now that have opened over, 300 locker packs. So I'm sure this will only get people more excited about locker room packs when you know that there's right. Like if you pull a Series 3 hollow right now, I don't know, maybe you're getting like $800 out of that. You pull a LeBron, all of a sudden it's like a 4K moment. So I don't know. I think we'll see more trade tickets, but I think this is ultimately a good thing. I do love that they kind of put it to the community, and the reason I love it is because um it basically gives them a free pass, right? Like if they keep doing the 350 trade tickets, they're like, "Hey, you guys decided 350. You guys thought that was best, go for it." And if they go with option B and everyone's like, "This tanked the market, it's so unfair. The judge pulled 5 series 1 moments." We're going to be like, "Well, you picked it. You picked it." Zach says, wouldn't it be nice if they just airdropped random S1 moments to people just to say thanks? No, okay. I mean, listen, that does sound nice until you didn't get one and somebody else got one, and you're like, dude, are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? So, anyways, I do like ultimately, I think this is good though. I like that option B was out there. I will hear the argument that it's like I don't like that they're changing the rules midway through. But I don't know if the rules were bad and they're open to changing them. We like that. Um, they list option B without even giving the odds of pulling an S1 moment, and it still wins 10-1. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming the odds are going to be very similar to what they are, maybe a little bit higher than what they are for the rare moments, right? Rare and hollow. So I don't know. Stan, all right, we're getting into the next man. There's so much to talk about over the weekend, huh? Let me save this. We'll come back to this. What if the packs were 150 trade tickets? Would you still take option lock? No, if they were 150, I think I'd almost go back to Series One. I think to the original way that they're doing it. Again, that was my preference. I thought you just had to adjust the trade ticket number. I think if you like figured out what the market is now and adjust it, that made more sense to me. But I'm happy to get this over with too. Like I'm happy for it to just be done. And I know there's arguments for and against it because all the Series One moments now people are going to get them for peanuts. And you're gonna be like, well, it's gonna mess up the value. The value's gonna go down. And I think sure, like I get that argument too. But at least it's done, the old saying of rip the old band-aid off. But I think 150, 150 way more sense. What about sending an S1 packs to the folks that lock? Yeah, maybe it becomes one of the rewards, right, Milo? I don't hate that either. But we're now coming up with ideas that weren't listed. Complete 10 burn challenges, get into it. Yeah, see, this is the shit I'm talking about, baby. This is what I like. But I think, again, trending in the right direction. I think it's good. All right, let's go back. We can keep talking about this, but I wanted to go back to what Stan said. I've been using StreamYard for like 35 years, and I finally learned how to star a comment so we can come back to him. Oh, great burr impression, Blake. I will take that. I would love for that to be Bill Burr. I finally watched the rest of his special this weekend. I love Bill Burr, and I've come to terms with, or I've come to land that he is the best comedian we got right now. He's like the top dog. And I haven't, for me, it was Mulaney for a little. It was Louis C.K. before he started jerking off in front of people. And then it was John Mulaney for me. And now Mulaney's rubbed me a wrong way a little bit. And so Bill Burr is my number one. I think he's the best guy we have out there right now. Anyways, going back to Stan. Letting employees buy moments again is going to lead to trouble. You know what? I don't feel that way. I don't think this is the wild, wild west anymore. I think there's the infrastructure. Your boy loves to say infrastructure. But I think the infrastructure is a little tighter now. I think there's things in place that will prevent us from going down this road. And I'm a little bit more comfortable with it. I do think, and like they've already said, like a policy is going to be put in place. Like they're probably not going to be buying and selling too much, but if they're able to like access your current stuff, again, like lock stuff, all that. The one thing I will say, right? Do you remember when OTM? Let me wear the hat as I tell this story. Here we go. You remember when OTM got some insider information? This was about a year ago, right? They had a conversation about what bottlenecks were going to look like for collector score, and then a bunch of Jarrell Brantleys were purchased, and then to sell them, right? And have those ever been given back to the community? I don't know, but the thing that came out of this, right, is OTM made the move that they were like, hey, we're not going to participate in the platform anymore to avoid situations like this. And initially, everyone was like, good, fucking, right? Okay. But eventually, we came to everyone came around with like, you know what? It's kind of weird to build for something that you're not participating in, right? It's hard to have it's hard to test stuff out if your team is not actually participating in it. So that's kind of where I land. I think there's like more of a room. There's more room for it to be done in a way that is not, you know what I mean? Like they're probably not going to be trying to get up on the leaderboards. It's more, I don't know. You want to partake in the thing that you love. And like, how are you going to attract people who want to make the platform better? And then by coming on, you're like, also, by the way, you can't use it anymore. So they definitely need to find like a nice way of being like, of eliminating possibilities of bad actors. They're going to find a way to eliminate that. But I do think ultimately that's a good thing. Anyways, I wasn't looking at the chat. Borland said Mike Sakarian is my favorite comedian, Bill Burr. I like that. Stan says marketplace only. They should not take packs. Okay. Let me see what else. What do we get? Never forget Brantley. What else we got? Anything? The punishment was actually forcing them to hold their Brantley moments. I like that. Dustin, I feel like I haven't seen Dustin in the morning in a while. He said, I think they should have users that are contacted by Top Shot for feedback, direction, or whatever, but not directly involved with Dapper. Insider trading stuff is too hard to avoid with the nature of Top Shot. I don't know. I get what you're saying. Mike is setting up nicely for when you're. I do not want to be the Top Shot GM. Neil says marketplace purchases only must be priced 25% higher than the floor. Ooh, I like that. Courtside said I'm blindsided by this conversation. There was an announcement about employees buying again. No, Janie said something. Let me see if I can find it. I feel like JP tweeted about it a little bit too. If I can find it, I'll share it. Give me 1 second while I do it. But basically said an announcement was coming soon. And let me see, I think it was in the replies. So I think it was in the replies, but said an announcement was coming soon from official channels. Okay, yeah. So this was the let me stop sharing screen and share this screen now. We be sharing so much. This was in response to something that the Joff threw out there, said, I'll send her a pack when I can participate on Top Shot as employee when we get kids accounts. And then that was like when. Come on, there was another tweet in here. There's another tweet. Oh, hold on. Let me go back to this for a second. Okay, she said, yeah, I'm sorry about this one. I'm still working on how to not trigger the community, but working on keep my mouth shut and just waiting for comms. Basically that there was an official announcement coming soon. So who knows? Maybe it's not like right around the corner, but it seems like it's coming soon. Noah says, I think the community Top Shot members and people not involved in the economy challenge decisions won't be allowed to buy in. Other Dapper employees should have free range. Yeah. Again, I think we'll find it. An announcement for an announcement. We like that. Oh, we're back. We're back. Yes. Find love in your city today. Let's go. Check. There we go. We good stuff. We just love to have it back. I think a fun reveal is going to be that the sex bots work for Dapper. Honestly, it's probably Baller's blockchain. If I had to bet money on it, Steve feels like a freak. Oh man. Good times. What a Monday, huh? What a Monday. Borland says he missed Neil. We all miss Neil. It's good to have Neil back in the streets. I did appreciate her having the balls to say it's decided instead of mouthing it. Just not sure this is a hardline thing with no details. Yeah. We'll get more info. We'll get more info on it. But anyways, that's I don't think I missed any other news, right? That was the chunky stuff. We had the Jaylen Brown KD thing that's not actually going to happen. We had series 1 moments going to the locker room potentially, and then we had employees, being able to participate in the platform. The one other thing that I'm having fun with right now. Ooh, Borland, good call. My guess is Dumbo is involved in the bot account. Yeah, that's a good call. The other thing that came up, there seems to be like a lot of conversation around locking right now. And one of my favorite things that's happening is everyone's taking a very hardline stance, like that there's no room for both. Like people are either saying locking right now is the biggest mistake you could ever make in your entire life. Outside of Web3, even if you lock a moment right now, probably going to die in a week. Like it's that kind of stance. Or it's like, I've locked up every fucking moment I have, right? There's been no in between on Twitter with this, which has been kind of nuts. I just like, wait, Mike, can you do this emoji impression once more? There you go. There you go. Literally 50% of Top Shot says hot take, don't lock your moments. I know it's been incredible seeing that. It's been incredible seeing like that and everyone's got a hot take, but there's only 2 takes. None of those are, you don't want to know what the hot take is? Lock some of your moments. That's the only hot take I've seen, because right now it's lock every single thing you have, or never even, don't own locks. Don't even lock your apartment. Leave everything unlocked. That's kind of the energy that I've seen on Twitter. And I just think it's so interesting why, like, I can't tell how much of it people believe in that or how much people want to get likes on their tweets. I just don't know. Like, this thing's been introduced in a week. There's no way anyone's figured it out yet. We're going to find out so much more information. Like, even Jacob's been saying, like, yeah, we're figuring out how to reward people who lock sets. And like, yeah, they're still figuring stuff out. So I don't know. I just think, like, I don't think you're an idiot for locking some stuff. I do think you're an idiot if you lock everything. And I think you're an idiot if your take is, I don't think you're an idiot, but I think if you're not locking anything, like, I don't get it. Right. Because like, if your take is you're an idiot for locking stuff right now, but if you lock stuff at like early September, you're no longer an idiot, then you're not an idiot. then you're not an idiot. All right, hold on. Eric says, "Man, fuck Danny Ainge." Did something just come out? Do I have to look up? Did is there what did Danny Ainge turn down your deal for? No, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. All right, so Eric, you just like waking up and angry over there? Uh, Mike, I know I'm an idiot. No, I'm an idiot. Anyways, that's kind of where I stand. I think like we speak freedom, Neil. Oh, Neil, what a callback. No one knows what the rewards are or what you'll miss out in the next 12. Yeah, no one knows anything. I agree with that. But like I don't think if there's stuff you're not planning on selling, or if they like, I totally get what TST was saying with that thing. Like, if you're locking right now because you think you're in the top 750, but you didn't take into account what the boosts are going to look like for people who have all of the moments, then yeah, that's a mistake. Um, you know what I'm saying? That is a mistake. Sure. Yeah, know what you lock what you know. Courtside said locked by Magic Series 2 team set, but no more because I'm not sure where the final TSS numbers will be after the bonuses. Yeah, I do think like if you want to make a case for waiting until the team checklists come into full effect, sure, I get that. That's cool. I'm down for that. That makes sense. But it's been funny watching and like I love MBL too, and MBL's against it, and he's got a lot of reasons, but also like Floaty's involved. You know, like there's just a lot of but aren't the people with the series bonuses probably already high up? Yeah, that's what I'm saying too, Tandy. I don't think like what you're going to see is a lot of people like the people that already have the series 1 bonuses, right? Or the full set bonuses are already up at the top. What you're going to see is everyone that has a series 2 bonus, those are going to be the ones that jump a little bit, but they're not going to be leapfrogging many people, I don't think. I don't know. That's where I'm at. Do you think there's a pump that will come post checklist? So David, this is what I will say. So I would say like because I saw Patrick Mahomes tweeted out. I don't know if it was like not financial advice, eating popcorn, and then it was like those bottlenecks are going to boom. But if you looked at the bottlenecks, they boomed already. They had already boomed. So I don't know. Maybe they're going to boom some more. Maybe there's still some more room, but it also already jumped. You know what I'm saying? It already jumped. Yeah, Rad Dad, this is what I'm with too. Like this, like I think there's room for both. I thought Jacob articulated that well in Spaces, right? That you don't have to lock them. Like you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not into it, don't lock them. But if you are into it, lock them. You know, you don't have to. Not everything has to be a flag plant. Have they ever said what locking sets means? No, they just said that they're working on it. That there will eventually be something. How much do you have locked? So wet like a book. I locked my Nuggets set. I locked my Celtics set, and I locked a couple of big TSDs. So the argument against I'll be up in the top 750 for my Nuggets because I think like when it was just Top Shot score or collector score, I was like top 100, I think. So I'm not really worried about that. So, and I just, there's no world in which I'm listing all of my Nikola Jokic 40Ks or 60Ks for $3. Like, I'm just not going to do it. So I'm just locking it and getting the rewards for it. And then a couple of like big ones, like the LeBron TSD I locked because I knew we weren't going to sell that unless it went to like 40K. And I don't see that happening. And I also locked my best of 21, the W, all my W moments for the most part. Yeah. Oh, what? I'm sorry, big ticket. What was that? What was that big ticket? What was that big ticket?
We are from the city and on the heads. Big ticket, big ticket. Gonna flip for $1 here, $1 there, $1 here, $1 there. $1 here, $1 there, $1 here, $1 there.
God, love a good big ticket. Hey, listen, we haven't pumped this in a while, and there's only like 92 entrants right now. So you'd like the stream, subscribe to Team Fold, and the hashtag Okoro into the chat to enter into a shop for a 40K Okoro moment that our man to the house donated at the beginning. That at the beginning. T-Dog says we want that money for all day, baby. Since it's Monday, let me remind you of some of the sweet content you got coming this week. Tomorrow we've got another NBA Top Shot Morning Marketplace. Tomorrow night, Watch Your Work is back. They're going to be previewing the Commissioner's Cup. They were going to try to do it on playback, but because it's on Amazon, they're not set up yet. So they're just going to preview it on right here on YouTube. Wednesday, we have our all-day show in the morning. So if you're relatively new to Team Hold, every Wednesday, the morning show is all about NFL all day. And then Thursday, we're back to the NBA. Thursday night at 9:30 Eastern. Shot Tank is, rebrand. Top Shot Tank is back on Friday with John Boy Skeets, with our man TST, and actually Jeb Bush. And then on Friday, we've got two shows. We've got the Morning Marketplace talking UFC, which they just had a great drop. The UFC London happened, which was disgusting for my fantasy. Fantasy was bad all around this weekend, by the way. Shout out Ferrari. But anyways, yeah, the happy hour show, we'll talk a little bit about just everything that went on through the week, all that stuff. Fanny says, confession time. I'm having a sausage, egg, and cheese on a Monday. Yo, that's nuts to me, guys. Having no, on a Monday, if I have I'm more of a bacon, egg, and cheese guy. If I have a bacon, egg, and cheese guy Monday through Friday, that fucks up the rest of my day. I don't know how people do stuff after having something like that. If I have a bacon, egg, and cheese, pants are off fast. I don't mean that sexually. So Naked HD XYZ bot, don't say anything yet. That's not about you. I just mean like I need some space. I need to just be around. You know what I mean? Like I can't. Can't do it. Can't do it. Anyways, that's me. That's me. But anyways, that's the content for the week. So get excited about that. We're gonna have some good stuff. Let's see. What are we at with likes on the stream? We're up to 116. How many entrants into this Okoro? No, wait, no, that hasn't been updated yet. Give me 117. Okay, 117. There we go. Keep sounding more sexual. Listen. Yeah, again, 100%. Nothing's getting done that day. I don't know how people operate after having a bacon, egg, and cheese. I'm almost kidding. Oh, it's a 4K? I'm sorry to the house. I didn't even look at that. Dude, that was generous of you, my man. Let me see that. Let me see. Am I sharing screen right now? Oh, look at the Top Shot. Look at. Oh, okay, here we go. I thought we were stuck again. Oh, it's a 4K Isaac Okoro. Look at that. There you go. Put an Okoro in twice now. Order up the bacon, egg, and cheeses for the upcoming honeymoon. Pants are coming up. No, dude, I can't. Honestly, I can't do anything after that. Anything after a bacon, egg, and cheese. I don't know how people do it. Hey, look at the website. Just like highest offer is $29. I'm not placing this for sale. I just want to see what the current listings are. Imagine if I listed this right now. The Coro's only $30. You know what? I'm mad about that Janie tweet now. Wait, hold on. I'm just kidding. I'm not. That was a joke. Look, you came back, dude. Sorry, Naked Naked HD. Also, shout out at being in high def, you know? I don't think we talk enough about that. Like, some of the bots out there are SD. Oh. Anyways. That was good, guys. I'm happy about that. I'm broken. All right, anyway, so it feels like this is the only stream I watch that gets spammed by sex bots. That's because Mike is so fine. You get it, Mac Attack. You get it. The only way they can one up it. This is how I know the bot is a real person, is if the next time it comes up, it's naked-SMD. That's how we'll know. That's how we'll know. Hey, I also want to say, listen, if anyone wants to volunteer their time, I know this is a weird transition. I'm trying to cut up some of these and throw them on TikTok. If anyone is like a TikTok god or wants to do it for a couple of moments, we don't have a lot of money, but I'll throw some moments your way. I'm trying to get some stuff on TikTok, and I honestly am at my wit's end with creating content. So if anyone is down, I'll happily pay. You got to know what you're doing, though. You got to know how to use TikTok. I can't teach you how to use it. But yeah, let me know. Let me know, because I want to try to get those firing out. Just shoot me a DM if you are, and I will. I'll pay in moms. Or JP will pay you. JP, you down to just donate some packs? You still there eating that popcorn? Tandy, you know what? They're not that warm, actually. Yeah, now that I take them off, it's more like around here. They're very cozy, though. They're very cozy. I used to not want to wear them because I felt like they felt like too big, but I kind of like them now. I make one YouTube short per 6 months. I know, man. I know. That's good, Dustin. All right, this is JP agreeing to give out packs if anyone helps us out. TikTok going after the 14 to 22 market again. Yeah. Yes, I am. I am. All right. What else you guys have? You guys have anything else for me? I'm gonna let this giveaway cook for a few more minutes for this Isaac Okoro 4K. We're up to 128 entrants. So all you gotta do is like the stream, subscribe, and put hashtag Okoro into the chat. We already went over the content for the week. Oh man, you now new AI will find a girl for you. All right, this is a bit now. I can't tell. Honestly, this is going to be bum. There we go. JP says always down to reward quality content. We love JP. Also, JP's Twitter has been fire over the weekend. I don't know what happened if you were like left alone for the weekend. JP was cooking. God, this is just really good. I mean, I just love the snail mail approach, right? Like there had to be some thought. Wow, 2 thumbs. 2 thumbs? We're getting crazy. 2 thumbs? 2 thumbs, 1 cup? Is that what's happening here? You made a good TikTok while. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if you guys saw it. G Dun's a little busy with 47 Marvel shows that just got announced. Okay. So G Dun and Dustino are a little busy. What DFS are you playing in the summer doldrums? So Dustin, I don't mind messing around with baseball. Baseball's variance is brutal though. Basically playing the home run game. Like I stacked the Blue Jays Red Sox game, which scored a combined 12 runs and still somehow didn't get there while also having 2 pitchers cook. So I like baseball is really tough. I mess around with UFC just so I can have something to do. But I'm not very good at UFC. And I've really had fun with F1, but honestly, most of my time this summer is going to be spent doing best balls for both on Underdog for both football and basketball. I've been doing a lot of those. So that's kind of where I've been living mostly. Top Shot Tesla. Shout out Top Shot Tesla who's back saying, I heard that the Naked HG and the real Top Shot economists are the same person. Might need a private room. How's your Candy account? Candy's still doing well, T. Adams. I haven't been paying attention too much. I basically bought all of my stuff early and have just been sitting back and waiting. MLB killed me yesterday, and I stacked Toronto and Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta did take the day off. Yeah, Tennessee. I do like watching tennis. I do like watching tennis. Also, I see Mike in the chat, dude. Skeets calls you JMW. I thought that was pretty cool. That's a good nickname. I wish I thought of that instead of just saying like John Michael Weisberg. Who the fuck is that? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's Mike. But yeah, that's kind of been my DFS approach. I'm gonna be doing a lot of best ball though. We're gonna start after I take a couple weeks off and get married. We're going to start doing some NBA best ball drafts together. So if you do sign up for Underdog, make sure you use promo code HOLD. You get a deposit bonus and it helps your boys over at Team Holdout. But I'm going to be doing a lot of best ball NBA. I'm going to try to max out both the 25 and I'm assuming when they fire out the $5 one. And yeah, Travel Addict guy, good to see Tag in there. He said excited for some NFL. Yeah, we're going to start doing, so I know we have the Wednesday all day show, but John Boy Beats and I are going to be doing some stuff soon. So stay tuned for those announcements. Cortland Sutton is the NFL all day play. I have Cortland Sutton's debut. I have serial number 25 out of, and OTM keeps telling me how much it's worth. And, like it's worth like 3x the floor. And if that's true, I'm listing that. I'll just go. I don't care about serial 25. I don't care. All right, here we go. Let's wrap up. Just a reminder. Tomorrow morning marketplace, Monday through Friday, Wednesdays football, Thursdays UFC. Tomorrow night, Watch Your Work is back to preview the Commissioner's Cup with Kelsey and Kevin. Thursday night, Top Shot Tank, 9:30 Eastern. I don't know what channel it's on. And then Friday, we've got the Happy Hour show. It's going to be good time. So I'm going to drop a link to the Discord too. I'll drop that in the chat. If you guys aren't in the Discord, come in there. Our man, Steve Baller's Blockchain, who I called a freak earlier, sexually, he gave away 5 base packs this weekend. So just, or this week. So occasionally you got to get in there. Wait, you sent it to Coro too? What are you guys doing? Hold on. Let me see. Let me see what's in my collection now. How many times he's spinning this wheel? Just a reminder. Oh, wow. And a fandom. We got a Summer League fandom moment. There you go. So we're going to give away fandom and a 4K. Chris says it only has 25 likes. Chris, you just got to hit refresh, baby, because let me tell you, there's 138 right now. But yeah, make sure you guys join the Discord. Also, Regulator says, is Jeb still asleep? Listen, poor Jeb. He so is it SoCal? He's SoCal. SoCal lost power that day. His phone was dead. He didn't wake up. So here we go. Courtside says hopefully exciting news Wednesday after AJ announcements. I know. Hopefully. I'm excited, guys. I have a feeling the lid is about to pop off on all day. That's not financial advice. I just mean we're getting so close now. All the teams have reported to camp. Also, that's such sad news out of Houston with John Mechie, who was diagnosed with leukemia, and it sounds like he's going to be okay, but he's going to miss this year. So that was bummer news. Hopefully he gets well soon and is good to go next year. But yeah, I feel like we're about to get a ton of football news soon from the all day streets. I think that's going to be pretty exciting. So anyways, last call, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Okoro. I'm going to drop the link into the chat for the Discord one more time. So get in there. Get in there. We want more people. We want to grow. We want to grow. All right, here we go. We're going to spin it. This one is going to be for the 4K. We'll do the 4K first. Shout out both to the house who donated the 4K and Bad Boy who donated the fandom moment. Really appreciate you guys. Remember to shoot me a DM either on Twitter or on the Discord to let me know what your Top Shot handle is. If you win, it is going to Jordan. Jordan with those two beautiful children is taking home the 4K. We love to see that. We love to see that. Ooh, Borland says NFL updated the streaming service announcement this morning. $20 cheaper. Hell yeah. All right, the 4K is going to Jordan from To the House. This is for the fandom moment. Here we go. Thanks again, Bad Boy, for making that happen. Who do we got? Who do we got? It's going to Will the Thrill, the Celtics fan. Good to see it, Will. Both of you guys shoot me a DM just so I know who to send it to you. Who to send it to. Jordan taking home the 4K. Will taking home the fandom. Thank you to the two of you guys who donated those moments. Listen, good to be back. Happy Monday. Last week of July. Hot as balls everywhere in the world. But I appreciate you guys showing up and having some fun this morning. Again, this show would suck if you guys didn't show up. It's talking specifically to the sex bot. But I appreciate everyone being here and looking forward to cooking the rest of the week. Have a great day. Woj, Sham Slam, chill out.
Well, the Top Shot Street